Hey guys, today's video is going to be about the things you might need to maximize your home workouts. So because of the pandemic, I had to resort to home workouts, and I've had experience with this for about a little more than a year. So let's get right into it. The first things first is resistance bands. Oh man, I wish I had this early on when I started this. And I got it about 6 months ago, but I really wish I had it in the beginning. The thing with resistance bands is that it might be even more effective than dumbbells in some cases. Not the normal dumbbells, when you have them, when you use them, the top end of the exercise is where you feel the most strain. This is, for example, in lateral raises. So the top end, when you go here, then you feel maximum stimulus on your muscles at the top end. But when you go down, because of gravity, you don't feel the resistance of it. But in the case of resistance bands, you feel it throughout the exercise. That's one benefit of it. Resistance bands are something that you never waste any of them. You can buy or you can get a few pairs in which you have less resistance. You get them in different difficulty levels. One is easy, one is a bit more difficult, and one is more thicker. So that increases the more difficulty. Once you become a bit more advanced, and when you increase your strength levels, you never actually waste those bands which you previously used to work out with, because those bands you can add on and stack them together to increase the difficulty. So I always use the bands which I used before also, and I add 1 or 2 bands right now to make the exercise even more difficult. That's one benefit of resistance bands. The next thing about it is that it is super cost effective. Like, it's easily cheaper than the rest of the gym equipments like dumbbells or the proper weights, and this is a perfect place for a beginner to start. Not even a beginner, like if you're an advanced person, I feel that resistance bands are so much a better option than normal dumbbells, because it's so much easier on your joints, your wrists, your elbows. Like, I have had injuries on my elbows, so resistance bands help me so much, and they don't cause unnecessary stress to your joints. And resistance bands are so versatile. You can literally do all exercises which are present. Like, point is, if there's an exercises and if you look hard enough, you're going to find some kind of variation to involve resistance bands with it, be it your normal push-ups, your bicep curls, lat pull down, tricep pull downs. I can't even mention all of those exercises because there are so many of them. It's a good option to add resistance bands to normal body weight exercises as well, because if at some point in time your own body weight does not give enough stimuli to your muscles for them to grow, you need extra resistance. So resistance band is perfect for those normal body weight exercises, for example push-ups and even squats as well. I wish I had looked even more in the resistance bands that are available in the market. I didn't do a great job in researching, because the ones which I have, they don't have a attachment you can use for you to tether it on doors, and I risk basically getting smacked on the back. It's a bit more dangerous because I have to manually attach it to the door handles. But the ones which I looked on Amazon, they seem to be really good because they have additional attachment, and you can use multiple bands together to increase or decrease the difficulty of them depending on the exercises. So they seem really good, and personally they seem to have awesome reviews as well. So I'll put that down in the description. You can use that link to check those out. Second in the list of things you might need to increase the results of your home workouts is true and tested dumbbells. Like, there's a reason why there are dumbbells all over the place in gyms and home workouts, every single place. And dumbbells have helped me so much, along with this resistance bands. So I would suggest you getting 3 pairs of dumbbells, because you need one light pair for certain exercises like this lateral raise, because if you use too much of a heavy weight, then your traps begin to compensate, and basically you won't target that muscle that much. So that's why you need light weight dumbbells as well, one lightweight pair. There are many other exercises also where you need lightweight, and the more ego lifting you do, the less gains you're going to make. So I would suggest getting one light pair, the one medium weight dumbbells for your chest exercise or your shoulder presses, and so many other things depending on the day, for your back, for your rowing exercises. And then one set of heavy weight dumbbells. So legs is a muscle group where you need a lot of resistance for it to grow. That's what I've personally seen. That's why heavy weighted dumbbells help stimulate it a lot while doing lunges or different type of squats. And using heavy weights for your traps as well is like very important, because your traps is something that it requires a lot of stimuli for it to grow, and normal lightweight or medium weight doesn't help it that much. Your traps are something which can handle a lot of weight, so that's why you need heavier weights for that. Yeah, dumbbells is something which have been there for years to come on, and they will remain there. And it is amazing to have dumbbells because you can get over many imbalances. As a beginner, you're going to realize that your dominant hand is going to be stronger than your weaker hand. So dumbbells play a key role in that. They help in creating balance between the strength in your left and right arm. Dumbbells are considered to be free weights. You're less bound to get injured comparatively to using a barbell. And the reason I don't like the barbell that much is that you tend to create imbalances. You tend to use your right hand or your dominant hand more. You will end up carrying more weight, but what's the point if your left and your right arms are not equal strength wise? So dumbbells might be a bit more costly, so I would suggest you to slowly invest in them. Buy a lightweight one first, then the medium weight, then a bit more heavier. And trust me, it's something you should invest in, and it really pays off in the long run. Once you invest in just 3 pairs of dumbbells, you can literally use them anywhere. Then the third thing I would highly recommend is setting up a pull-up bar, irrespective of where is the place. To be honest, I was quite skeptical of getting a pull-up bar because I didn't know about the materials being used, whether it's going to be good quality. So I ended up making one pull-up bar myself. It looked really ghetto, but it did help me. That's the first place where I started learning my pull-ups, and I couldn't do a single one, to be honest, first, but that's the place where I started getting to know the right form, how to hold it and do it yourself. So I made it out of literally a piece of wood, tying it to a ladder, and I was glad I tied it quite nicely so that it could handle my body weight. So if you're considering maybe not investing in a pull-up bar, that is an option you can do, but all I'm telling you is to be safe and hope to God that those ropes can handle your weight. Pull-ups is something that people don't focus on, and it is highly underrated. It's a fundamental basic exercise for your upper body, and I really believe one should be strong enough to be able to lift their own body weight in times of emergency or a medical emergency. That is why I consider pull-ups being the most basic and the fundamental exercise you should be doing in your training. It's an amazing overall upper body builder as well for your arms. It comes under compound exercises, so you're building multiple muscles at the same time. So yeah, these are the three things. One is resistance bands, the second is a few pairs of dumbbells, a pull-up bar, and maybe investing in a mat as well, because it keeps you off the ground, because sometimes the ground is quite nasty, and a mat helps as well. So this is the fourth thing as a bonus. Alright, so these are the things that I would consider investing in, and I really wish I had one of these things, or in fact I wish I had all of these things when I started doing home workouts. So I want you guys not to make the same mistakes I did and learn from my own experiences. I hope you reach your fitness goals, and good luck to your fitness journey. I'll see you in the next video.